whatever.
Okay, good morning.
Don't think we should go on live.
Someone put Dean. Okay, all right. I'm putting Dean in the waiting room. Good morning, everybody. It's 7:59. I'm James Shaw. Happy to see you. Thanks for being here today. I'm excited about today's call. So we're going to talk about things in a minute, but we always start off with tell me something good. Bree Pittman, take it away. Good morning.
All right, good morning. So I am delighted and excited to announce I got the email on last night that I will be appearing on House Hunters.
That is exciting. This is so great.
Congratulations.
Yes.
These are clients that
Congratulations.
That's amazing.
Congratulations.
When do you know when it's airing?
When?
Yes, I couldn't say anything until we got an air date. It will be July 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern and 7 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Oh, we're going to start calling you prime time.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
And these are clients that found me on Facebook that applied for the show. So this is like none of my doing. I said yes, of course, but yeah, so I'm super, super duper excited. Nigel actually was so excited. He put something on Facebook yesterday, but I officially wanted to share it today. But yeah, this is all effect about showing up and just being present. You just don't know who you're connected to. So encouragement for everyone out there.
All right, prime time. We're proud of you. Way to go. That's what we're calling you from now on. Prime time Bree. Bree, we're proud of you. Good job. We can't wait to watch.
You.
We will set up a watch party and we're going to have a great time. It's July 5th on, what is it? The HGTV? The
HGTV.
The HGTV, the House Hunters. Someone's going to buy a house in the Queen City and Bree's going to represent prime time. All right. Thank you, Bree. Yep. Congratulations. Valerie, what show are you going to be on? Cops?
No. Yeah, right. No, something on the ID channel.
Oh, yeah. I tell my wife, listen, this is what I tell Terry. If I ever end up dead, you better delete the DVR because they're going to see all those date lines, all those 48 hours. You're going to be in big trouble. You better delete that stuff. Go ahead, Valerie.
I had an open house and got an offer before the open house was even over. And then yesterday, my client's offer was accepted. They were under contract before and it fell apart due to the home inspection. And we went out again and their house is the house that they won an offer on. It kind of looks like Tara. I told them that I would be the French maid at all their Christmas parties and just open the door for them.
You're going to be so nice and helpful.
Really cool.
Yeah. Thank you, Valerie. Tanil, good morning.
Good morning. Yesterday, I was invited to participate in a top 10% agent mastermind with my market center and another market center. And so that was great just to talk strategies with local agents. And my second golden letter listing went under contract this weekend.
I love that. Well, we're talking about the golden letter today. So that's great, Tanil. Thank you so much. Jack Smith in beautiful downtown St. Pete.
Good morning, everybody. And James, the community that you have created here is really quite incredible. And thank you for the opportunity to speak. You know, I got actually 3 Father's Day cards from people on the show this weekend. And I was really, really blown away that people were that kind. Mm-hmm. Z actually took a picture of my son and I and had a card made out of it. So I don't know how creative you guys are. It's absolutely unbelievable. I have to learn that. We got a lovely one for Lisa as well. And another thing is I'm starting to get postcards from other agents that are on these calls directly to my home. Now, I don't know how they got my home address, but Francesca Saccone has sent one. Tanil has sent one. There's a couple other people. So this is another way of marketing ourselves to our worldwide audience right here that you have created. So thank you for doing that, James.
Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful it's working out. By the way, Jack, you put your address in a spreadsheet and that's how they got your address, just so you're aware.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Yeah. Okay. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So here's the thing, and this is really smart and it's really important. This group right here is even for the people that kind of sit in the background, just watch and take notes and take things in. We're all part of the community. We should be communicating with each other and sending things of value to each other. And so those of you who are doing that, you're doing a great job. Okay, I'm going to skip around. Sam, I see you, and Dean, I see you, and we have time for one more. And Monica has her hand up, so I'm going to honor Monica this morning. Take it away.
Hi, good morning. Thank you all from California.
So I just want to say thank you to this group. But one thing, yesterday I got a call from a guy that I door knocked 3 weeks ago, and I have a listing appointment on Friday. So this Friday I have a listing appointment from door knocking. And one of the things he said to me is, you know, you came to my door and you took the time to talk to me, and your presentation was very professional. And I was kind of taken aback. It's literally the CMA with his property profile in the little spiral binder. And so, you know, it's just great. And I've been following up. So the door knocking works. For those of you that are nervous to do it, don't be scared. Nothing bad happens. And you'll be alive at the end of it. So if you've been thinking about doing it, go for it.
This is so great. And thank you, Monica, for sharing that. And thanks for being up early, right? It's 5 o'clock in the morning in California. Where are you in California?
I am in Long Beach.
You're in Long Beach. Okay.
And I also listen in on Ellie's Early Bird at 3:30. So I go from 3:30 to 4, sleep from 4 to 4:30, and then come here.
Oh, I love that. My aunt and uncle in RPV. So next time I'm over there, I'm going to come down and see you. I'll just come right over the bridge and say hello.
Absolutely do.
If they get that construction done over there at that bridge, I'll come over and see you. Listen, I'm so proud of you. Thanks for sharing that with us, and thanks for being on. This is great. Okay, here's where I want to go today, something a little different. And I know we're doing our buyer urgency chapter, and we'll get back to that. The thing that's happened is, and I'm just curious, you can type it in the chat, what's the most common question we get in the Facebook group right now? Right now, last 60, 90 days, what's the most common question we get in the Facebook group? Put it in the chat. Most common question. What's the golden letter? Where do I find the golden letter?
Golden letter.
Tell me more about the golden letter. And I get it. I told you I had some fun yesterday. And literally now, if I go to my phone and type the word "it's," then my predictive text will finish it. It's in the file section of this Facebook group. Like, it's in my phone now as a predictive text. And somebody just, somebody was like, well, that's very nice. Look, we're just having fun. Here's the thing. 300 to 400 people join this Facebook group every single week. We're almost at 85,000 members. And we have, 700 that are on the call live between Facebook and Instagram, or Facebook and Zoom every morning, and maybe another 1,000 or 1,500 who watch the call throughout the day. So there's a big group of people who don't hang out with us every single day, who go and see you posting your envelopes and all that kind of stuff. So I said, let's do a golden letter call a day so that we have a resource for all those people. They say, what's the golden letter? We can point them right to where to go. So Alice, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
So this idea came to you from your MAPS coach, and you introduced us to it on a call, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 months ago, and kind of told the group about it, and you got such great results. So I want to give you the credit first for introducing it to us.
Thank you.
And would you tell us just a little bit, just give us a refresher, what the golden letter is, what's the purpose of it, and why we send it out? Go ahead.
Okay, so my coaching group gets together about a quarter, and we go over our great ideas. And so then we were presented with the golden letter, and our task was to send it out just to our database. And so that was on a Friday that I met. And on Monday, my coach says, Alice, did you send the letter? And I said, no, I didn't. And you know what? I went ahead after we hung up, I typed it in, sent it to my database, and had a listing appointment in 20 minutes. And then just closed 2 deals. Have people that I have written have now contacted me to sell their kids' home, to sell their home. And it was just simple. I've only sent it to my database, and that's just what I did. I didn't do anything more creative.
Yeah. So it's not
all.
fancy. Yeah, Alice, it's not fancy. It just gets results. And you sent it via email. Now, a lot of others, then what happened is people hear the idea and go, well, I'm going to send it by mail. And that's where the mail version of it came. Now, so if you want to see the golden letter, as a reminder, it is in the file section of this Facebook group. That is my cell phone talking to you. It's in the file section. I re-uploaded it and called it the golden letter. So it's super easy to find. It was uploaded on June the 8th. You can go find it right there. And just, we don't have to get all cutesy wootsy with it. What kind of paper does it need to be on? How about paper kind of paper? Does it need my logo? I don't know. What does your state say you have to put on your marketing stuff when you send it out? Like what color envelope? Doesn't matter. Put it in one, seal it, put a stamp on it, send it out. Do I have to sign it? I probably would, those sorts of things. So I want you to think about that piece. Now, Alice, you sent it as an email. So what Nikkia Dollar did, Nikkia, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so what Nikkia Dollar did, because she is fancy, is she created a smart plan for you to help out. Tell them a little bit about the smart plan, and then we'll tell them how they can find it.
Well, I took the verbiage from, and good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to share. I took the verbiage from the Golden Letter and put it into a simple smart plan. And I think initially the name of it was "A Favor Can You Help?" And it's the exact verbiage, kind of personalized to modified a little bit towards a group. But again, since it's designed to go out to your database, that's who it went out to. And I sent that out to every email address in my database. And I'm negotiating an offer on one of the listings that came from that right now.
There you go.
And so when you were talking before about how can we find it, so I re-uploaded it last month, I want to say, or early this month, as the Golden Letter. I did a plain text version, and then I got fancy in design and did one with the designs templates that'll automatically suck in all of your branding if you're in Command.
That's
so you
great.
have
So
two
I'm gonna
versions
show 'em.
there.
And Nikkia, I'm going to show them right now. I'm just going to share my screen. And I'm going to show the peeps how you go find it in Command, right? So I'm in Command right now. And if you go to your smart plans, where to go? Right here. If I go to smart plans and click on my smart plans, it'll take me into smart plans, and you go to the library right up here. Now, here's the mistake people are making, because I get emails. I can't find the smart plan. That's because you have to search by author. Search by author. And if I type in Nikkia Dollar, this is the great thing about smart plans, by the way, that I love. You can search for smart plans that other agents have created and implement them. Just click them right in your database. You got two choices. Here is the "A Favor Can You Help?" This is the Golden Letter smart plan. Now, what's fascinating to me, look at this number right here, Nikkia. 926 agents are using it. Should it be like 84,000? Right.
There's a couple of hundred there. Remember I re-uploaded it as the Golden Letter.
Yeah, here's the Golden Letter email and follow up here, and then here's the Golden Letter email and follow up designs edition. Getting fancy. Nikkia likes to get fancy. So I'm gonna give it 5 stars right now. Okay, I'm gonna give it 5 stars right now for you. So anywho, that's where you can find it, is right here. Go to smart plans. Now, by the way, if I go here and I search under smart plan name, it should show up here too, right? Golden Letter. There's some other ones that have been created. Look at the people. Here's Nikkia's right here. Here's Nikkia's. So it's there in the smart plans. All right. And so I'd recommend that you use that. All right. Thank you, Nikkia. And thank you, Alice.
You're welcome. So the smart plan is an email, a text message, and a follow-up phone call. Because remember how many emails people get. Remember how many text messages people get. The phone call is what seals the deal.
Right. Follow the whole plan. So if you want to send the mail letter, send the email, do the text, and do the follow-up call. It's about time on task over time and about consistency. Now, I want to hear from some of you that have implemented this and gotten results. We've already heard that Alice, I think you had 2 listings and 2 sales from it already, or something like that. Nikkia's had a couple already. I want to hear from some of you that have had some success and what you learned in the process that you want to share with everybody who is attempting to implement this. Sam, start us off for me.
Okay, my hand was up from earlier, so I'll just say this really fast. The word that I have in my brain, first of all, Nikkia, thank you. The word that I have is simplify. And going back to your question, like what kind of paper should it be on? All of those, right? For those of you who haven't implemented and those we're about to hear that have, I just want to offer, I get so many things from so many different agents on stuff that you would be surprised and fascinated by the lack of care to detail, and they're still getting business, they're still generating, they're still getting it done. Right. So I just want to encourage everybody, please don't complicate your lives, just simplify, just send the thing out.
What happens is when we stop, and I'm going to be very transparent, and I'm probably going to get some nasty grams over this. When we go through and start asking questions like that, all we're doing is looking for reasons to not send it. What paper does it need to be on? Should it be in this kind of envelope? Should I handwrite them? Should I type them out? Like, those are just delay tactics. The thing I want you to remember is your database does not need fancy. And this is designed for the database first. This is, listen to Alice. She said she sent it to her what? Database. This is not just something we blast out to every house in the zip code. This is designed for the relationships that we have. And so just print it out on a piece of white paper, sign it, and put it in the mail. Let's not overthink.
You're about to call on a bunch of people who have gotten results, and those are the people who just acted. Yeah, right. Those are the people who just did it. Yeah.
So Robin, take it away. Good morning.
Good morning. So what I did is I broke it down and sent 20 to 25 out a week. Then instead of sending a text, I did a video. First, I did a general video to those 20, 25. And then I decided, let me try next week doing a personal video. And I did that to maybe 15 out of the 25. And that was the best results I had. I had 3-4 phone calls within 2 days. And right now I am listing the second listing this week.
Now, what did you say in the personal video, Robin?
I just said, hey, how are things? I know you've been in the house now for 2 or 3 months. You know that there's such a demand for homes right now. Who do you know? Please let me know right away who's planning on selling in the next 90 days. And that was it, just quick and short. And always tried to mention something about them in particular and to make it more personal.
And so to make this easy and manageable for you, you were doing 25 or so a week and spreading it out over the database. So that might slow down the speed of the leads, and yet it gave you the ability to kind of manage anything that came in at any one time. Thank you, Robin. I love it. Marilyn, what about you?
Good morning. Thanks for the opportunity. First, I wasn't sure. I didn't attach it to the golden letter. And then I had my aha from I don't know, I didn't attach, but I mailed 500 to my database. My database gets consistent mailings once a month. And I got 3 CMA requests. I got 2 listings from it so far. So of the 3 CMAs, I'm going on a listing appointment. So I haven't landed it yet, but I definitely got 2 that are coming on. So and then I printed out 2,000. They're in envelopes. I just need to stamp them and send them out. So after it worked for the 500, I'm sending it out to my just listed group, 1 town at a time.
I love it. I mean, it would take 2 listings a month out of a system like this. And then this, for those of you who have struggled with continuous communication with your database, use this as the launch pad for that, and then build your system to stay in touch. Thank you. Chris, you had a little variation on this, if I recall, right?
I did. In it, and I can tell you,
hold on real quick. MOFR, okay. Make offer for immediate response. That's what it stands for. Make offer for immediate response. Keep going.
Yes. Thank you. So at this time, I have 3 closed, 1 pending. And last week, I got another call from a past client that saved the letter, and they are a buy and sell. So that will be 3, 4, 5, 6 closings. And I also had an outgoing referral that is now under contract at $680,000. So next week, I'm sending out more. It works.
You got how many listings again?
Well, I have 4 listings, a 5th coming, and a buy, and an outgoing referral.
Okay, so I got to ask you a question, because there's some stuff coming up in the chat, and I want to address. And these are great questions. These are fair and legitimate questions, right? Because remember, we have people on this call that are grossing well over $1 million a year in real estate, and we have people on this call who've never sold a house. So understand, we're going to have a different thing. And somebody asked the question, how are you mailing them without spending a ton of money on stamps? Well, you do spend money on stamps, but Chris, 5 listings plus a buyer and an outbound referral, was that worth the cost you spent for the supplies and the stamps?
I haven't calculated the return on investment, but I'm sure it's astronomical.
It's better than buying leads from a third-party website, right? I mean, the ROI is going to be absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. Tennille, good morning.
Good morning. So I did do Nikkia's smart plan first, and then started sending the golden letters to areas that my buyers were looking. So I was specifically focusing on neighborhoods that they liked. And that's where my listings have come from so far. So I've received 2 listings, and I've got a couple coming soon listings, and I've had 6 listing appointments, and have several people who have still reached out and trying to nail them down on an appointment slot. So it's definitely been extremely effective.
Okay, now I got another question that came up in the Facebook chat that I want you to answer, because it sounds like it's been effective and you sent a lot out. This person in the Facebook chat says, Do you print labels for your address and the homeowners, or are you handwriting them? What would your advice be, Tennille?
It's handwritten.
You're doing handwritten. Guess what my answer is? I don't care. Send the letter. I'm just being transparent because I love you. So it doesn't matter. Just, you can handwrite it if you want. You can put a label on it if you want. Just do whatever. But remember, it's letter, email, and phone call. It's all three elements. Thank you, Tennille. Appreciate you. Dean Moss, good morning.
Hey, good morning, and thank you so much for the opportunity. I love the question, blue or black ink. I know that's going to be a difference maker. So anyway, that was a great one. Hey, I just wanted to mention to you guys, it's all about the system for what you do. And Nokia, when you created this smart plan, that's the key. Because if you just printed up 500 letters today, tossed them in the mail, and just waited for the money to roll in, that won't do it. So we sent out to our database, we sent out, I think it was about 300 to the core database. Then I followed up with them on the phone over the period of about 6 weeks. Now, I didn't say, hey, this is Steve, you get my golden letter. You don't say that. That's like calling a for sale by owner and saying, hello, FSBO. You don't do that. But just the fact that you're there, just the simplicity of the contact, followed up later with a text, hey, good talking to you. It's the system. It's not just tossing something in the mail or tossing out an email. You have to keep up the continuity. So I think that's the key to success there. So what have I gotten so far? I've done this about 8 weeks ago, and I've gotten probably a half a dozen appointments. One of them was somebody I knew, so I don't have to track it directly, the golden letter. And I've gotten two listings out of it, and one referral so far. So which the jury's out on that one. But don't just drop it and done. This is a long-term play.
It's correct. So those of you who are sending, in fact, I talked to an agent the other day that said the golden letter didn't work. I sent it to all these people and nothing happened. And I asked, well, did you call them? Did you call them? This is part of the process. Remember, success comes from the system, not from just being sporadic, right? So it's systematized, not sporadicatized. And I just made that up. And if you're sporadic, you're going to get a sporadic result. But if you're specific and consistent and systematic, then you'll get a systematic result. This is your opportunity. Thank you so much. Chanel, good morning.
Good morning. I've been wanting to do the golden letter for a while, and I just had my assistant drafted, and I'm actually sending it out on Facebook, and I have a listing appointment with an old high school friend next week, Monday. So
Perfect.
I literally don't use stamps.
You doing it through Messenger?
Messenger, yep.
Yeah.
Just through
so
Messenger.
That works too. Yeah, that works too. Just get creative, right? I love it, Chanel. Thank you. Congratulations. Erica, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I know that one person wrote this as far as an example, but I know there's still a few other people that are asking these questions of like, what's an example, not what does MOFR stand for, but like, what is it? Like, can you give us examples?
Well, Chris put hers in the chat. So Chris said her MOFR for her letter was this. Question for you. What's your magic number? What price would you need to get to sell your home to one of our buyers? You may very well be shocked at what your home is really worth in the current real estate market. Call or text if you know what your magic number is or would like to have an equity analysis done on your home. And Chris, what you said was that's led to 5 or 6 opportunities, right?
Yes. Yep. 5 or 6. Well, yeah, it'll be 5 listings, a buyer, and an outgoing referral. And the follow-up was key because I called most of them to follow up after.
So the follow-up is key. Erica, does that help you?
It was, I saw that one. I wanted to see if anyone else had like, because people kept defining, like giving us the breakdown of what MOFR meant. And I was just curious if we have a minute or two, anyone who has it maybe wants to raise their hand. What question did they ask, or can they also put it in the chat? Because I don't think people were asking, what does MOFR stand for? They were asking,
I just gave you though Chris's MOFR, right? I mean, we just gave you the MOFR that got 6 or 7 opportunities. So here's what I do, Erica, and this is just my coaching to you. I'd copy and paste that. I just copy and paste that. Don't get cute, don't get fancy. Just copy and paste what worked for Chris, because I think if we look at it, quite frankly, Chris has had the best result out of anybody I've heard when it comes to the golden letter. And so I would use her verbiage, and to everybody on the chat who's going all the things about why this won't work or why I shouldn't do that. Just do it. Just implement the strategy that got Chris 5 or 6 listings, that got Alice 3 or 4 listings, that got Nikkia listings, got everybody listings. Let's implement, get out of the infotainment business and get into the implementation business and go count your checks. Mignon, you get the last word. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. I actually posted my MOFR on the Facebook page. Yes, I pulled over. And on that, it just says, text me at my cell phone number. And I would move if I could sell my house for blank dollars to this location. And I actually, the day that it was received, I actually had a neighbor come knock on my door and said, I want to sell my house.
That's amazing. I love that. Good stuff. Let's just implement the system. Let's just do it. All right. So I trust this call was helpful to you. It's going to be recorded. So you'll be able to watch it again on the Facebook group if you'd like to. And here's where I ask for your help. Let's be kind to our new members. Remember, 300 to 400 people join a week. And so a lot of them don't know what the golden letter is because they haven't been with us the whole time. So if you see someone commenting, just send them to this link so they can watch this video so they can learn how to implement it and have success. Because that's why we're here. We're here to support each other, lift each other up, and help everybody win in this market. All right. Is this helpful? I think it was. All right. You got your inspiration. Now, go put in the perspiration. Send the golden letter out to your database. It's designed for your who database. Send it out to them and then follow up with them and then take some listings and get paid. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, James.
Guys, take care. Great day.
Thank you.